Greg, let's go ahead and take a look at your work. I've got your sketches up right somewhere. Okay. Oh, here they are right here. Oh, thanks for this too, by the way. This is like a little written uh, summary. All right, these are great. I mean, they're great ideas. They really are. This is so appropriate right now with our quarantines and our we can't go to gyms. I'm looking around the house for things I can use. I mean, I'm using like I've got a whole setup downstairs. I got a basket full of stuff that I'm using to kind of try to get my workout down on the den in my den as opposed to going to the gym, right? And I've been looking for a solution for pull-ups, and I've thought about a pull-up bar, but I didn't think it'd be strong enough. So I just thought that was really interesting. This also, I use this. When I walk my dog every night, I've got a pretty bulky 85-pound pit bull. Um, Sweet as could be, but I need to walk him every night because he gets restless, right? And I make sure, absolutely sure, I'm wearing a belt when I walk him in case something happens to the leash. Because you know what? That did happen to me once. I had a leash that broke, and thank goodness I had a belt on because I was able to slip that off right quick and get it around there before, you know, and then I was able to get my dog home safely. So these are really great ideas. Now, where do we go from here? You've got 8 ideas. One, two, three, four, five. Wait, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You got 10 ideas. Good job. Two, three, four. Awesome. Wait, you have even more ideas. Oh, oh, wait. Oh, I see what you did. Okay, those are duplicates because canned food fishing. All right, I see now. Okay, so at this point, where do we go from here? What the important thing here is to understand that you need to set up this story, this narrative. Okay, so you have to introduce the characters, you have to introduce the setting, you have to introduce the problem, introduce the solution, implementation of the solution, to kind of like the final epilogue, so to speak, right? So that's what we need to do now. Determine which one you want to use, okay? And then really start planning out your narrative. Let me show you an example. I've been using this example, and I love using this example because it's done so well. Let me explain the narrative. All of the components of a successful narrative are here. This story is crystal clear without using a word, strictly visual. Introducing the characters, introducing the problem. Well, we have the setting, introducing the characters, introducing the problem, a failed solution, the aha moment, introduction of the solution, implementation of the solution, execution of the solution, the results of the solution, and then finally the overall epilogue, as it were. Okay, so there's no mistaking what's going on in this narrative. None. There's no mistaking whatsoever. And that's what we're shooting for. So think about whatever one you decide to pursue, think about how you're going to set up the story, introduce the characters, introduce the issue, the problem, introduce the setting, introduce the perceived solutions. Okay, and really, I mean, I'll go ahead and say that the success of this assignment is really reliant on the second step, the planning stage of how you're going to plan out to tell this story. Okay, so really good job at this point. Yeah, absolutely. Choose the direction you feel has the most potential, and we'll work from there. But you're good for this week. You've got your ideas, so just set these in. Now, next week, we'll start working out the actual plan for the narrative. I would shoot for at least 10 to 12 individual frames to tell the story. You mentioned something about 3 to 4 frames, but that's not going to work. In between 10 and 12 is great. Any more, you're going to risk losing the viewer. Any less, you're going to risk an incomplete presentation of ideas. Okay? All right, that's where we're at. If you have any questions at all, Greg, please get with me. I'll be glad to make any necessary clarifications. Great job. Thank you very much.